Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the untold truth of life inside the United States Army, from training grounds to the battlefield. Stay with me. This is something you don't want to miss. Part 1. The United States Army is the largest branch of the U.S. military, responsible for land-based operations. It protects the country, supports allies, and responds to global crises. It operates under the Department of Defense and follows orders from the President and military leadership. Why people join the Army? People join for different reasons. Patriotism. Many soldiers feel a deep connection to their country and want to serve. Financial benefits. Stable salary, free housing or housing allowance, health care, retirement plans. Education opportunities. Programs like the GI Bill help soldiers pay for college. Personal growth. The Army builds discipline, leadership, and mental strength. Basic training, boot camp. Every soldier starts with basic combat training, BCT. Duration, about 10 weeks. What happens there? Early wake-up 4 to 5 a.m. Physical training, running, push-ups, weapons training, survival skills, teamwork exercises. Mental pressure. Drill sergeants push recruits hard to break bad habits, build discipline, and test mental strength. Daily life of a soldier. After training, soldiers are assigned to a unit. Typical daily routine. Morning. Physical training, PT. Breakfast. Formation, group briefing. Daytime. Job-specific duties. Training exercises. Equipment maintenance. Evening. Free time. Gym, gaming, rest. Types of jobs in the Army. Not every soldier fights on the battlefield. Combat roles, infantry, tank crew, artillery. Support roles, engineers, mechanics, intelligence analysts. Medical roles, Army medics, doctors, nurses. Life on a military base. Soldiers live on bases inside the U.S. or abroad. Living conditions, barracks, shared rooms, family housing for married soldiers. Facilities, gyms, grocery stores, hospitals, schools. Military bases feel like small cities. Deployment life, war zones. One of the most intense parts of Army life. Where soldiers go: Middle East, Europe, Asia. Conditions: extreme weather, limited comfort, high stress. Emotional challenges: missing family, fear of danger. Discipline and rules. Army life is highly structured. Strict rules, obey orders, be on time, maintain uniform standards. Breaking rules can lead to punishment, rank loss, discharge. Salary and benefits. Base pay depends on rank, years of service. Gifts, extra benefits. Housing allowance, food allowance, health care, paid leave. Mental and emotional life. Army life isn't just physical, it's deeply mental. Stress factors: combat exposure, long working hours, strict environment. Some soldiers experience post-traumatic stress disorder after war. Support systems, counseling, mental health programs, peer support. Brotherhood and team spirit, one of the strongest parts of Army life. Soldiers build bonds like family. Trust each other with their lives, support each other emotionally. Challenges of Army life: strength training, risk of injury, personal sacrifices, time away from family, missed life events. Danger, combat risks, harsh environments. Rewards of Army life: pride, serving the nation brings honor. Personal growth, strong mindset, leadership skills, life experience, travel, cultural exposure. Advanced training after basic. After basic combat training, soldiers don't just stop learning, they move into advanced individual training, AIT. Examples: a mechanic learns to repair military vehicles, a medic learns emergency battlefield care, an IT specialist learns cyber systems. Duration: 4 weeks to 1 year depending on the role. This phase transforms a recruit into a skilled professional. Army rank structure. The Army runs on a strict rank system. Enlisted ranks: Private E1, starting level. Corporal, sergeant, leaders of small teams. Officer ranks. Lieutenant leads platoons. Captain commands units. General, top leadership. Each rank means more responsibility, higher salary, leadership authority. Special Forces life, elite soldiers. Some soldiers join elite units like the United States Army Special Forces. Green Berets, experts in guerrilla warfare, train foreign armies, handle secret missions. Other elite units, Rangers, Delta Force, training difficulty, extremely tough, mental and physical limits pushed. Life here is more dangerous, more secretive, more intense. Army women play a huge role today. What they do? Combat roles, pilots, engineers, intelligence officers. Challenges, physical expectations, gender bias, improving over time. Strength. Women in the Army prove that strength is not just physical, it's mental. Technology in the Army. Modern Army life is heavily tech-driven. Equipment, drones, night vision goggles, advanced weapons, communication, satellite systems, secure networks. Cyber warfare. Soldiers now fight battles online, hacking defense, intelligence gathering. Weapons and gear. A soldier's life depends on their equipment. Common weapons, rifles, machine guns, grenades. Gear, body armor, helmet, tactical backpack. What soldiers carry? 20 to 40 kilograms of gear, water, ammo, medical kits. Field training exercises. Even outside war, soldiers train constantly. Training environments, forests, deserts, mountains. Activities, sleeping outdoors, simulated combat, survival drills. These exercises prepare soldiers for real war conditions. Army culture and lifestyle. Army life creates a unique culture. Language. Soldiers use slang, acronyms, code words. Traditions. Saluting seniors, respect for rank, ceremonies. Values. Loyalty, duty, respect, honor. Food and daily living. Army food. Mess halls provide meals, balanced but simple. In combat, MREs, meals ready to eat, packaged survival food. Leave and vacation. Soldiers do get time off. Paid leave, around 30 days per year. Visiting home, important for mental health, helps reconnect with family. Relationships and family life. Army life affects families deeply. Challenges, long deployments, missed birthdays, events, support, military family programs, base communities. Being an Army family is a shared sacrifice. Discipline versus freedom. Army life is structured, but not prison. Restrictions, rules on behavior, uniform standards. Freedom, personal time after duty, hobbies, social life. Balance is key. Promotions and career growth. How soldiers move up. Performance, experience, exams and training. Career paths. Stay long-term, 20-plus years. Leave and use skills in civilian life. Injuries and risks. Army life comes with danger. Physical risks. Training injuries. Combat wounds. Mental risks. Stress, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder. Life lessons from the Army. Army life teaches. Part 3. War and reality. First deployment. The turning point. For many soldiers, the first deployment changes everything. What it feels like. Excitement mixed with fear. Leaving home for months, sometimes 9 to 12 months. Entering completely unfamiliar environments. Reality hits fast. Training feels controlled. But real deployment is unpredictable. Life in a war zone. War zones are nothing like movies. Conditions. Extreme heat. Deserts are freezing cold. Dust, sandstorms, harsh terrain, limited comfort. Living setup. Tents or temporary shelters, shared spaces, minimal privacy. Routine. Guard duty. Missions at any time, day or night. Sleep is often short, interrupted, unpredictable. Combat experience. This is the moment every soldier trains for, but no one is ever fully ready. What happens in combat? Sudden gunfire, explosions, chaos and confusion. Decision speed. Soldiers must decide in seconds. Fight, move, protect teammates. Mental state. High adrenaline. Fear, controlled by training. Focus on survival and mission. Brotherhood in war. In combat, bonds become unbreakable. Why it matters. Soldiers depend on each other for survival. Trust is absolute. Loss. Sometimes soldiers lose teammates. That moment changes them forever, creates deep emotional scars. Fear and courage. Every soldier feels fear. Courage is not absence of fear. Courage is acting despite fear. Soldiers control fear, focus on mission, protect others. Mental pressure in war. War affects the mind deeply. Constant stress, always alert, always ready for danger. Sleep deprivation, missions at odd hours, interrupted rest. Long-term effects. Many soldiers develop anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder. Returning home, the hidden battle. Coming home isn't always easy. What changes? Environment is peaceful, but the mind is still in war. Common feelings, restlessness, difficulty adjusting, emotional distance. Civilian life versus army life. The transition can feel strange. Differences. Army life, structured, clear orders, team-based. Civilian life, freedom, less structure, individual decisions. Some soldiers struggle with too much freedom, loss of purpose. Veterans and society. After service, soldiers become veterans. Support systems. Organizations like the United States Department of Veterans Affairs provide healthcare, financial support, counseling, challenges, finding jobs, mental health recovery, reintegration. Real meaning of sacrifice. Army life is built on sacrifice. What soldiers give up? Time with family, personal comfort, safety. Why they do it? Protect their country, protect others, serve a bigger purpose. True soldier mindset. At the core of Army life is mindset. Key traits: discipline, resilience, loyalty, courage. The real truth: a soldier is not just trained, they are transformed. The untold truth: Army life is not just uniforms, weapons, glory. It is also pain, loss, growth, and above all, a life of purpose and sacrifice. Part 4. Leaving the Army. A new beginning. Every soldier eventually reaches a moment when they leave active duty. How it happens: end of contract, usually 4 to 8 years. Retirement after 20+ years. Medical discharge. Emotional reality. Leaving the Army is not just a job change, it's a life shift. Loss of routine, loss of identity, leaving behind a family. Transition to civilian life. The move from military to civilian life can be challenging. Major differences: Army life, clear structure, defined mission, strong teamwork. Civilian life, freedom of choice, less structure, individual responsibility. Common struggles: finding purpose, adjusting to freedom, feeling disconnected. Career opportunities after the Army. Many soldiers successfully build strong careers. Popular fields: security and law enforcement, engineering and mechanics, IT, and more. Cybersecurity. Government jobs. Education advantage. Programs like the GI Bill help veterans. Go to college, learn new skills, start new careers. Veteran success stories. Many former soldiers achieve great success. Why they succeed? Because Army life builds discipline, leadership, problem-solving skills. Real outcome: veterans often become business owners, leaders, mentors. Veteran struggles, the hidden reality. Not every story is easy. Challenges: unemployment, mental health issues, difficulty adjusting. Mental health. Some veterans continue to deal with anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder. Support for veterans. The U.S. provides support systems for veterans. Key organization. The United States Department of Veterans Affairs offers healthcare, counseling, financial benefits. Other support, veteran communities, nonprofit organizations, peer groups, family life after service. Returning to family life is a journey. Positive side, more time with loved ones, rebuilding relationships, challenges, emotional distance, difficulty expressing feelings, identity after the Army. One of the hardest questions. Who am I now? Why it's hard. In the Army, identity is clear, purpose is defined. After leaving, soldiers must redefine themselves. Long-term impact of Army life. Army life leaves a permanent mark. Blue, positive impact, strong mindset, leadership skills, confidence. Negative impact, physical injuries, emotional scars. The legacy of a soldier. A soldier's life is about more than service. What they leave behind. Protection of their nation, inspiration for others, a legacy of sacrifice. Final truth. Army life is not just a career. It is a lifetime transformation. USA-style intro, final part. This is the part no one talks about, the life after the uniform comes off. The battles may end, but the journey continues. Today we uncover the truth about what happens after the Army. Final conclusion. The United States Army is more than a military force. It is a system that builds warriors, a family that builds bonds, a journey that changes lives forever. Thank you for watching. The life of a soldier in the United States Army is built on sacrifice, courage, and honor. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.